So we'll have our brand new series. And ito pag-uusapan natin ng trading psychology. This will be very useful, most especially sa mga viewers and mga followers ko na nag-trade right now. And we'll start with the topic, why smart people still blow their accounts? Bakit yung mga matatalinong tao, bakit sila nasusunugan pa rin ng mga trading accounts nila? So let's be honest here. Marami akong mga nakilala na matatalino na mga tao. Most especially sa campus, mga pumupunta dyan. Engineer, CPA, doctor, business owner. Na alam mo talaga, high IQ. Logical talaga, tsaka analytical na mga tao. Pero magtataka ka, ang tatalino pero nasusunugan ng account. So bakit nga ba? Because here in trading, it does not reward intelligence alone. Hindi talino ng batayan dito. It rewards emotional control, patience, and discipline. And those are very different skills. Bakit? Most of the time kasi intelligence creates overconfidence eh. Smart people, they're always used to be right. Especially in school, in work, in meetings, sila yung tama. Nasusolve nila ang mga problema na mabilis. They can analyze faster. Most especially, they speak with certainty, most especially yung mga leaders. Pero when they enter the market doesn't care about your degree. It doesn't care how good you are in math. It doesn't care how confident you may sound. Wala siyang pake kahit ilang pasyente na napagaling mo, ilang bahay na naitayo mo, ilang eroplano na ipalipad mo, or ilang malalaking restaurants and hotels and cruise na napaglutuan mo. Kasi dito, one strong move against your possession, dyan na mag-i-start na ego na yung trade for you, hindi na ikaw. You will find yourself suddenly, your ego is already starting to trade. So ngayon, imbis na mag-cut loss ka, sa isip mo, babalik pa yan, mali lang entry ko. So instead of respecting your risk, sa utak mo, imposibleng bumagsak yan. Kasi guys, intelligence without humility, it becomes an account distraction. And another thing na nangyari sa mga intelligent people is they experience analysis paralysis. Nako, mga smart traders, they love complexity. They always feel like na parang, kailangan more indicators, more confirmation, more confluences, more time frames. I don't know why there are people who are like that, but in trading, it's not about proving you are smart eh. It is always about executing a simple plan repeatedly. Kasi yung mga smart traders, they sometimes miss the most obvious setup because nag-overthink sila. Kaya nangyari yun, nag-analysis paralysis. Kasi ang daming ang iniisip, ang daming hinahanap na confluences, na confirmation. Meanwhile, yung mga basic traders na merong simpleng setup, they just simply wait, execute. They of course manage the risk, and syempre nakaka-survive sila. Another reason bakit nasusunugan ng mga smart trader, mga intelligent trader, possible kasi maiintindihan mo yung risk management. Kaya kami tinuturo namin yan, paulit-ulit namin tinuturo ang risk management. You can perfect the risk management class and agree sa lahat ng mga tinuturo namin, pero you will still violate it. Alam mo naman, pero hindi mo pa rin ginagawa. Kasi kahit tinuro na namin, yung pagkuha ng tamang way ng position sizing, may calculator tayo niyan, kahit manual computation, tinuturo din namin yan. Pero alam nyo guys, wala sumusunod. Kasi totoo to eh, you still tend to oversize your lot size when you feel like you're very confident with that setup. Tama na ba? Possible na naintindihan mo yung psychology, inaral mo siya, nag-attend ka ng LTA class, naintindihan mo yung tinuro namin, pero nagre-revenge trade ka pa rin after a loss, di ba? Kasi dito sa trading, it's not, yung knowledge, not mastery. Dito sa trading, it will expose your impatience, your trauma, your fear of missing out, your need to be right, and syempre, your addiction to take actions. And let's always remember ng market will never test your IQ. It will test your identity. And most of the time, yung mga intelligent people, they don't like being wrong. They hate being wrong. And honestly, this is the silent killer. Andiyan na i-hold yung mga trades longer. And sometimes, just to prove their analysis, i-average down nila yan. Tapos, inaabot nilang i-close yung mga red positions. Kasi parang ang pakiramdam, it feels like, personal failure siya kapag meron kang ganung loss. Kapag kinlose mo yung position na yon. But honestly, guys, cutting losses is not stupidity. It's more of professionalism. And dito sa trading, if you accept that you're wrong, you accept that you fail, your setup failed, it is a strength. Kasi the longer you fight the market, the faster your capital will disappear. That is why most of them, napapansin ko, they focus on for profit instead of dun sa process. Kasi yung mga matatalino na, ang bilis talaga mag-calculate ng profit niyan eh. Wala pa, hindi pa nagpo-profit, pero sa utak na nila, nakakompute na yan, yung mga gains nila. paper gains. In their mind, if nag-raise ako ng 5% per trade, ibig sabihin I can grow faster. So, kapag dinagdagan ko to, kaya kong idoble tong move na to. So, ganyan sa mga nasa utak niyan. So, siguro mag-raise na lang ako ng 10% or ng 20% para yung account ko magdoble agad, diba? Ganun. Kasi yung mga yan, mas na-optimize sila kapag merong speed. Pero always remember, trading is not a sprint. It is compounding. So, if you survive in 5 years, na nasa trading industry ka pa rin, I tell you, you will outperform the genius who burns his account in 6 months. So, imagine, ito yung profession na mas magaling kayo dun sa mga professional, di ba? So, ang question dito so what actually keeps an account alive? So, dun sa mga nabanggit ko kanina, it's never about IQ. So, hindi mo kailangan sobrang talino sa trading. All you need to have is small risk, clear rules, consistent execution, emotional detachment, patience to wait for A+ setup. And lastly, syempre, improve your ability to accept losses ng walang drama-drama. Kasi intelligent people, they blow their accounts because they rely on their intelligence. However, on the other hand, yung mga consistent na traders, they grow their accounts because they rely on their disciplines. Kasi dito, ang pinaka-real flex talaga, hindi naman yung profit mo Pinaka-real flex sa trading is you followed your plan, you have controlled the risk, hindi mo hinabol yung setup or yung market, tinanggap mo yung losses mo ng kalmado. And you accept that you will be coming back tomorrow, another day, another setup, na ikaw pa rin, di ba? Na same person pa din. Kasi we believe na dito sa trading, it will make you mature, of course. And yun yung transformation na kayang gawin sa'yo ng trading. Evolution yan. Kailangan mo lang i-overcome talaga yan. And syempre, lahat naman tayo dumadaan dyan. And ako din, dumaan din ako dyan. Na-overcome yan naman yan, napapractice naman yan, nababago naman yan, nai-improve yan, na-enhance yan. And our ultimate goal dito is dumating tayo sa araw wherein we'll stop treating trading as gambling. And of course, we'll start being professional instead. We'll treat it as a business. So ikaw, if you're smart, you're a professional, and you're still struggling, that's good. It means trading is teaching you something deeper. It's no longer about becoming smarter. It's more of becoming steadier. And once your discipline is already catching up with your intelligence, na dyan na matapos yung sunog era mo sa trading journey mo. Kasi here, you will start compounding. And that's it. I hope meron kayo natutunan today sa ating first trading psychology playlist. So, abangan nyo yung mga susunod nating topic about trading psychology. So, yun lang guys. See you again tomorrow.